Thank you for joining me here again on Alma, Missouri for episode 19 with me, MrSealyp. I finished the carrot planting from the end of the last episode. I had already grabbed the weeder to do the weeding around our big cornfield, so I'm going to crack on and get that done. I've got a couple of, those sort of daily jobs, a few bits and bobs to do. I will still continue doing the deliveries. We'll see what happens with our juice as well, because obviously we've got our lemons, oranges and pineapples being produced with the juice factory, but I need sugar. That was the point of the last episode, to make sure we've got plenty of sugar being produced, so hopefully that will work out. I probably need to wash the tractors, and I probably need to make some more total mix ration as well, so I'll get on with that and then we'll move forward for the next cunning plan in my takeover of the entire town. I was going to edit this out. You catch me having a senior moment where I'd completely forgotten the capacity of the feed mixer. I think it's 22,000 litres, but because I've made a couple of rations where the mix has been wrong and I've had to unload it, it hasn't made total mix ration. But both of these barrels, I think I could have just put them straight in as they were and then topped up. But I'm keeping an eye on the green bars and making sure I keep it balanced the whole time. But I probably could have made this a lot easier for myself if I'd just dumped both in, then adjusted, because both combined doesn't come to 22,000 litres. But it's fine, you know how it is. These things happen. It's been quite nice because I've been on Court Farm doing all that, and Court Farm was I was just giving them silage, because on there the silage gave you 90%, so I was 100% productive. It was absolutely spot on. I didn't have a problem. But anyway, once this is made, it's almost full now actually. I think once this is in, I'll just take it and deliver it. I'll go and feed the cows, and I will see you probably into June, I would think. I might pick up a couple of contracts. I'll see what pops up. We're into June, things are going well, very well. The sugar production here, I didn't say actually earlier, did I? All of the sugar beet got sorted, the sugar beet building was demolished at the main farm, sugar beet and sugar beet cut was distributed, everything seems to be running very nicely. I've already taken a load of sugar over to the juice factory at the main farm. This sugar actually, I think we can put into the bakery. We are going to run out of corn at some point soon, so I'm hoping we can get through, even if I end up speeding up time, which I might have to do, to get to our big corn harvest on our big field, because the corn is going to be required if we're going to carry on making the cornbread, sweet cornbread, and then potentially popcorn, which was the other thing I was going to do. So as I was saying, I know I didn't end it with the, it wasn't the evilest of laughs, was it? But I'm thinking, we've got the corn dryer, we've got the grain mill, we have got the ketchup factory, we're going to look at getting the popcorn, I haven't got that yet, but yeah, I'm going to purchase another building now, and I'm not sure whether or not, I can't actually remember what it takes. Some of the stuff I might already have, I'm just thinking logically what it might require. Then we're going to head back to the farm. As you've just seen, I had a fertilising contract, which I've just done. I've got a baling contract, which I've just started. So I've just started. It's on field 40. Of course, it's that big field. And I've also got a harvesting contract on field 1, which is right next to the farm. So we can get the harvester out and get cracking on that. But yeah, field 40 is this big one here, which I've done once before. I think that was on the episode where I said that the most bales I'd ever done. It's because it's this field that goes round into this field as well. So it's all of that. I have leased mowers and a tedder, and I'm working on that. Pop that back. Actually, I could probably do with just leaving this down over here, because unless I buy anything from the store, it's going to be the sugar and stuff from here, or stuff from the bakery. It's going to need moving. So what I'll do, let's just pop that here for the time being. So, because this is where it's going to be used most, so I might as well do that. Right. Oh yeah. I can't seem to manage to park like everyone else parks without causing some major traffic jam, a traffic inconvenience. So I'll try to pull up here on the curb. I don't know if the traffic will still stop, it might do. But what we're going to do, we're going to purchase the pizzeria. And we're going to make pizza, just like Mama used to make. And we're going to call it, well, it's Ciao Bella, but it's going to be the MrSealyp pizza. MrSealyp pizza, no? Well, I think it's a good idea. Why not let me purchase this? That's weird. Oh, there we go. 40 grand, that's all. Cool, we'll buy that. Click on that. So to make... Oh, controversial. So what do we need? We need flour that I'm producing. I can put that on... Well, that's distributing anyway. Ketchup. Oh, that's the result. We're producing ketchup. What are the odds? Right, so pineapple. We put in the fruit... honestly, this is no... I'm not doing the whole kind of... Oh, I didn't know. I honestly had no idea. But because we're doing the fruit greenhouses and we're doing oranges, lemons and pineapple to make pineapple juice... pineapple. Cheese, all I've got to do is make sure I've clicked over on my little dairy production, the one that's doing the soy drink, strawberry ice cream and butter. If I click cheese on as well, we can get some cheese being produced. So we will have absolutely everything. So the question is, this is the big question today. Drop it in the comments. Should you have fruit on a pizza? I know a lot of people are very anti-pineapple on pizzas. There are other fruits and stuff. Weirdly, there's a lot of places now that do a sweet pizza. And it is literally a pizza base with coated in chocolate, like a chocolate sauce, and then just sweets piled all over it. Sometimes marshmallow and stuff, and they will heat it and melt it. Which sounds, I mean, it sounds delicious, but not when you're doing keto, it doesn't. Which is a bit worrying. So standard pizza or pineapple pizza just requires the same things, just with pineapple as well. So we've got everything we need. Ketchup's being produced at the moment. We might have to be into June 2 before I've got some ketchup available, because I should have purchased this before I did my daily sales, because when I sold everything I just sold three pallets of ketchup, which is a little bit frustrating, but we now own the pizzeria. We can't actually go in there, can we? No. Now my curiosity is, if I go down the side of the building, I'm assuming if we're going to deliver stuff ourselves, it delivers to the back, I would assume. We can check that at a later date as well. Right. So, we need some cheese, we need some pineapple, any pineapple. Actually, I might have some of the thing. I'll put it to one side. Butter needs to come up to the bakery because that's still chugging away quite nicely. And then ketchup. Nice. So all that's left then... Oh, we don't own the tailors, I suppose. What is left? It's just popcorn, isn't it? Does that... Well, we own everything. Oh, we don't own the dairy. So we don't, because we got one at the farm, haven't we? So we don't own the dairy next door. But we've bought up a fair old chunk of the town. Pretty cool. I feel like Biff Tannen. Want to own the town. Right, let's go back, get the harvester going on field 1. That's field 1. So we are right next door. I'm going to leave the straw swath behind. I'm not doing straw pellets or anything on here, but I might. Whoa! I might put some of the straw into storage. I've got some straw bales, but just so I've got plenty for bedding and stuff. It just makes sense to have it. If we put it in just here, grab the harvester out. Yeah, I might not, but at least I'll leave it behind. I've had a lot of people message me to say they're having the same problem I had on Court Farm, which is a potential here as well. It only seems to be happening with straw. It's like the straw contract thing. If you're using the straw off of a harvest contract field, a lot of people are having the same problem where they're completing the contract, saving the game and coming back, and not only has the contract vanished, or they'll come back on, all the straw's gone, the contract's still there, but the straw swath they left has gone. It's very strange. So, I don't know, we'll see. Now, I'm just looking, can I get through the gap there without moving the lorry? Or should actually, what I'll do, I'll drive through first, I think. I was hoping... Did I miss that? Oh, there we go. I was hoping for another root crop contract to come up. I bought that root crop harvester saying, oh, you know, next season when we get a load of root crop contracts, and then I haven't had any. Although we did plant that big carrot field. Oh, the other thing, oh, I didn't show you there. Oh, didn't record it. That was empty, wasn't it? It depends how far back and whether you've been watching for how long. Our little woodland up the top, just here, which I still own. I went up and did a little bit more forestry. I've got a ton of stumps that need grinding from there, and then bought a load more back so I can keep my my log production, firewood production still going. So that's chugging away quite nicely. I just only thought I'd drive past. There's a pile there, but yeah, I did a little bit. But I did it off camera. I've done some forestry before, and on the floor is lava. I mean, that is just forestry heavy, and I don't want to. It's difficult, isn't it, finding that balance. I don't want people to get bored of what, I don't know. Like I've said before, it's interesting how tastes change. I was talking to MrSealyp about this, and she was saying about farming since 17. I was talking about Drummard Farm, and Gary had suggested that I go back and try and set up how it was, and do like either a short series or just do some stuff on some of the old maps, which is a great idea in theory, but what I think would be very stark in contrast to what we've got now is how much stuff you can't do on the old ones that you can do now. When people still say that, oh, the game's no different to how it was in FS17 or FS15, it really, really is. So much stuff has changed, and I suddenly thought, I'm not sure. I'm sure it'd be fascinating. It would be fascinating to go back. What was I saying? Oh, something about MrSealyp and I were talking about. Oh, I don't know, it's gone now. Oh yeah, it was. And I said about doing forestry and stuff like that. And I've mentioned it before. How certain series, I would try and get an episode showing this, an episode showing that, an episode showing, and you kind of bounce through. There's so much stuff that you can do now, and it like I said many times before. Now it's interesting how people, their tastes and what they want to see seems to have changed quite dramatically. This is insanely productive yield-wise. I can't believe how much that's already given us. This is going to fill up so quickly. Wow, okay. It's a fair sized field as well, but we'll get it done. I'm thinking for the baling contract I'm doing, I'm going to lease a square baler. I was going to use the quick bale, but I used the quick quick bale, quick bale, quick bale. I honestly don't know. I'm just. Yeah, I think I'm going to do square bales this time. It'd be nice and cheap to lease. I've got one of the. Was it the big Kroner big pack? Oh, which one is it? 12? No, 1280. I can't remember which it is now. I think it's only about 12 grand to buy, so leasing it shouldn't be too expensive. It won't be as fast across the field as using the quick bale, obviously, but I think for the sake of stacking underneath the shelter for our bales, if we get any spare ones, of course. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't get spare ones. You generally do, and that's a big field, plenty of bales on it, so we should get some left over at the end, which would be quite nice to have. I've got my alfalfa field. I can make my own hay as well, and we've still got 2 silage clamps full of silage, which I haven't done anything with yet. So I'm thinking potentially, I can't remember how expensive the biogas plant was, we might do a foray into the biogas plant. I'll see how many other contracts come up. If we pick up some contracts and we're doing all right financially, I seem to get a day where, it depends when I do my selling, I'll have a day where I seem to make about 70, 80 grand. Then the following day, it's a little bit less because it doesn't produce as much between the 2 days. Obviously, if I leave it a couple of days, then I'll have loads. So that's not a bad income, you know, like I've said, all the things we're doing. We should also have, I'm going to go and check in a little while. I haven't been over there actually, I'm just concentrating on the sugar. To show you, we should have some, there we go. We should have some juice as well. Some of our juice is ready, pineapple juice, orange juice, and because I brought sugar over, we should have a pallet of lemonade as well, which we shall see. Right, turn the engine off. I'm always over to the farm, grab the tractor and trailer, tidy a couple of bits up, and if I've got any pineapple, I'll move that to one side, put that with the butter, because that's all got to go over. So, awesome! Well, I thought I'm going to get tractor and trailer. I'll bring over the lorry and we'll just use the larger trailer because I think we can have a fair bit off this field, so it makes more sense. I think I'm delivering this to the all-in-one production. Is that where it was going? I'm trying to think now what the contract said. Baling is just baling. That's oh, the bales are going to all-in-one as well. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, both are going to the all-in-one. There's another baling one there, but I'm not too bothered about that one. The other one just paid out incredibly well, so again, I saw dollar signs and thought, you know what? Let's crack on. They got washed. Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? Yeah, I've got all that in there. Got all that in the other one. Got a lot of silage sat here. Selling it might not be a bad idea. I've got that weird thing. Who was it messaged me? Was it Heavy Metal Gaming? A few people did when I panicked about the weeds, and I've double checked, and it's not. You know, I got rid of all the weeds. The very. Put my teeth in. At the start of the episode, I got rid of the weeds. I came over to check on the corn, see how it was growing, and look. But if you look bottom right, it's not saying weeds are growing. And I'm sure someone said, when I panicked about this before, someone said, oh, no, that's just the texture for in between the corn. That's just part of the corn growth. It looks so much like weeds everywhere. And I check bottom right, and I'm looking. It says nothing about weeds. If I go in and we check on, where are we? Onto here, and it's our big cornfield here. If we go across to our soil composition, if you look on the right hand side, the only thing that's on is weeds. If I go down and put the fertilizing on, needs ploughing, that's fine. Needs lime, that's alright. Did it need rolling? I'm sure I did the rolling. Yeah. And that's weeds on or off. That's off. That's on. So it's not showing weeds anywhere. On the entire map it's not showing any weeds. So that's, yeah. I had that sudden panic of, no! After I went round all the edges, I made another full load of Timix rations, so that's good to go whenever I need to put that in. I could probably put it in now, but at least I've got some good to go. Silage bales there. So yeah, what I've got over here then, I don't think we've got any more here yet, but that's our fruit production. Manure's in there. Oh, I've just realised what I haven't done. I put in that facility, and then I didn't move the slurry over to make liquid manure, did I? I put it in and didn't tanker it. Anyway, yeah. So what we've got? We haven't got any more here yet, but they are all still chugging away. We've got our pineapple juice. We've got our orange juice. I'll put that on so you can see. We've got one of lemonade. Oh, it's weird. It says lemonade, but it's sort of in cartons. Lemon juice, lemonade. Oh, it says lemonade, but. And then I've moved to one side from the greenhouse, just over here. I've got two things of pineapple and a thing of butter. Then hopefully, once this has produced some cheese, which is chugging away at, what's that say, 309. I've still got some wool being produced over here, which is good. I topped them up as well. The sheep have been fed. Haven't really shown the sheep much since we put them in. So I need to do that. I need to do that slurry. Anyway, let's get the lorry over. Let's get the harvest unloaded. I'll get some more of the harvest done. So I've got these jobs that need doing, and then once I've used the lorry for that, I'll whiz over at some point and grab some slurry from our slurry tanks. We've got a load of slurry over there, and that was the whole point of this facility for making fertilizer. This one I've been bouncing between putting manure into the greenhouses and manure into here, and we've got 34,000 litres of solid fertilizer in here. So when we get fertilising contracts come up, no problem at all. We're all over it. So I'm wondering whether or not, like I say, I'm gonna do it into a trailer, not into a mixer. I'm not doing straw pellets or anything like that. Whether or not, if we are going to have an issue with that, whether or not to do it as I go along, just gather some straw up. I'm probably not going to do the entire field, but put some straw into my my kind of fodder silo, the one I put over by the sheep, that's got the alfalfa hay in it. Did I put some straw in it? From something else? I can't. Oh yes, I was going to take straw off that other field. I bought one load over, then I completed the contract by mistake, didn't I? And lost the rest of it on the field. That was before this other stuff started happening. So I might just stick some in there. Again, why not? You know, it'll either get dispersed and it will just rot down, or it won't get utilised at all. So I might as well utilise it. Which means I'm going to need to lease one of the doodads again, aren't I? Right in the doodads. Right. Let's go. I always go. Shall I go light grey, silver? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? I don't know why I'm even bothering to change the colour, but whoa. Yeah, let's do it. Turn that on. Let's rock and roll. I think what I might do, when I can get to a point, I'll do a couple of rounds, and then I'll set a worker off, get a worker going on this, and while this is chugging away, I'll get the slurry brought over so I can get some more manure. I haven't got anything to spread the liquid manure, but I suppose I could sell it. Like I said, the slurry's there. I've put the production in. If I decide I am going to use the liquid manure, then fine, I'll get a sprayer. That's why not? You know, it makes sort of sense. Sorry, not liquid manure, liquid fertilizer. Liquid manure is slurry. I mean, sorry, liquid fertilizer. Actually, this will take us up past. You should be able to see. I was going to drive out and show you, but actually, as it turns out, we're going to be right by it. Let's just stop there a second. So this is our little glade. Our glade that we started clearing out way back when we put in the firewood. Yeah, look at all the stumps. I've got some grinding. Oh, I have made an absolute mess of cutting some of these, haven't I? I did cut down a couple of these ones. Is it the shagbark hickory? I can't remember which ones these are now. Yeah, I cut a couple of those down by mistake, and then realised straight away you have to then take all the limbs off. You can't just run up it with your chainsaw, you've got to take each limb off, and it took ages. So I'm trying to avoid those and just cut down those. So yeah, I've cleared, as you can see, from where it was before, where I took all the stumps out. I've come in quite a way, just to make sure I can keep that chunk away, because that's been actually quite lucrative, the firewood. I've been very happy with that. Whoa, that's a lot. And away we go. So the only thing I need then is cheese and some tomato ketchup. Once I've got at least one pallet of each of those, I can take all of the... On the next hour, so gone 9 o'clock, when the flour does its distribution out, it should put some flour in there. It might not be a huge amount, but it should put some in there. I don't know if we'll have anything left off this contract, potentially. If we do get some left, great. If we don't, not the end of the world. It's gone, again, one of those situations where you go for a bit of a glut, and everything you've done all the fertilising contracts, you've done the sowing contracts, all the crops across the map are all growing, and then you've got nothing to do. And you're finding jobs to do, and you do some bits and bobs, you keep the farm ticking over. And then you get to that point when everything starts coming up, all the various different contracts, all the harvesting contracts. Once you've done the harvesting and all the jobs you're doing there, then you go through that cycle again of your fertilising. I know I'm teaching granite to suck eggs, I know everyone knows that, I know it's obvious, but all of a sudden we've got a ton of work to do. I'm so glad I bought this. Oh, actually, hang on. I've done it again. We're into June. What's available on the used vehicles? 12% off. Do I want a tele skid? 53 grand? Probably not. 42% off that for a 12-metre disc harrow. That's not bad. I've got those two. No, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, harvest contract is done. I didn't take all of the straw swath off of it, but once I hit 1,000,000 litres in my storage, I thought, you know what, that's probably enough. That should keep us going for a little while. So I'm only using it for bedding. I'm not even padding out my tart mix ration with it, but I suppose I probably could do. It'll make my hay and my silage go a bit further. Anyway, the contract was delivering here to my all-in-one production. Now, I own this building. Now, I'm sure people are going to put in the comments this has been a thing for a while. And I'm trying to think of the last few Let's Plays. When you get contracts to deliver somewhere, sometimes it'll be mapped sell points, sometimes it'll be productions. If it's productions you own, it always used to be that double whammy that you would deliver for the contract would complete, anything over and above the contract you would get paid for because it was over and above, but the bonus was, because you owned the facility, once the contract was complete, you got to keep the product. Well, I delivered, and according to this bottom right, I have now got 28,879 litres of wheat. That was over and above what was required for the contract, but I didn't get paid. It didn't pay me for the extra. All it's done is allowed me to keep it in here. And now, again, I'm doing that thing, that senior moment, thinking, am I misremembering? I'm not. I'm sure that was always that double whammy, that bonus. But anyway, what I am going to do is I'm going to put wheat flour on production here, because it took it and it's extra. I've got 28,879 litres, and I think I've got the flour set to distributing, because what it was doing, it was sending me flour from the grain mill here, so I needed it to go to the bakery. There you go. So that'll be distributing from here. But it will also, hopefully, if I double check this, it should be going to, it should be the last one down here. There you go, our pizzeria. Yeah, we've got 1,165 litres of flour at the pizzeria, MrSealyp Pizza. I've got my pineapple to ketchup and cheese, so I'm going to have to speed up time a little bit until I've got some. I might have some ketchup ready to go, but I definitely haven't got any cheese ready to go. So what I am going to do is take this back. I'm going to get the slurry, or I'm going to get the tanker. I'm going to bring the slurry over into the fertilizer production. I've got the last little bit of straw to put into the silo. I just got kind of overexcited at completing the contract. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I completed the contract, didn't I? So we want... There we go. Harvest complete. 26,914. Done. I've still got that one. I'm not going to do that Bailey one, but I'm going to complete that one. But that will probably be off camera. So the next episode, you will then likely see... well, I'll show you. I'll have a load of square bales if there's any left over. Normally there are. But we'll head back, get that slurry switched over, and get some liquid fertilizer production on the go. And then... once I've got some cheese and some tomato ketchup, we get some pizzas going. Made to an old traditional recipe that I made up about 10 minutes ago. If you haven't commented yet, stick it in the comments. Pineapple on pizza, is that okay? I love it. Let's have a look. We had quite a bit, if I recall correctly. This does. Please tell me I haven't picked the only tanker that doesn't take slurry. That's weird. Of course, the tanker that I bought is an Alma, Missouri one. Doesn't do slurry or digestate. Does everything else, including methane. That could explain why I couldn't get it to fill up. So I've leased this one. This is no Matana one. There are two. There's the standard and the XL. This is, I say standard, this is still 20,000 litres. The XL will do 200,000, which I guess would have made more sense to get it done in one go, but just thought, I say for the sake of realism, but that's not really even there. There we go. So it was the right place, just the wrong trailer. Got another one of lemonade, so I've got 2 of each. These will need to be sold actually. Bring that round. There we go. Unload that. Got more to go and get. Actually, how much have I got? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, 120,000 litres. So that's going to be another 6 loads. That's alright. No, actually, let's go in the back of here. Click on that. Get that running. So we can have some... What's this make? That's bizarre. Why did I think that made liquid fertilizer? Like, that says solid. Slurry to solid. Which that one does as well. Okay, well, I won't have to worry about a different, yeah, that's the same. That takes the manure and does it. Why had it edited liquid? So I'm just doubling up on my solid fertilizer. That's alright, it goes a lot further. I've already got the spreader for it, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. I'll go and get some more of that, but what I'm going to do, the last of the straw from that wheat contract is here. This was the last off the field. 27,000 litres, just about. Which brings my total in here up to... $1,074,828 litres of straw. I've still got tons of alfalfa hay. Why is that saying sugar beet? Have I got sugar beet stored in here? That's a full trailer. That's a full trailer load, isn't it? 77,500. Where's that come from? Did I store it here instead of putting it into the roots crop silo? Potentially. Why would I have done that? I have to switch that out. Right, go and get some more slurry, bring that over, and then, like I say, I'll see you hopefully. We'll have some cheese, we'll have some tomatoes. I've already loaded the pineapple and the butter, because that's got to go up to the bakery, onto the trailer, which is over there, and then we'll get some pizzas on the go. Before I finish, that is my plan, such that it is. Good news! We have cheese! I've just used the forklift, drove up the road to get the tomato ketchup. We've got 2 tomato ketchup, we've got a cheese, we've got a pineapple, flour's already over there. In other news, we have also got, no, that's the wrong one. We have got, where is it? Harvesting contract for potatoes, field 18, 59,144. We've got a root crop harvester. That's why I bought it. So I haven't got to lease any equipment or borrow any equipment. I've got it. I think mine was a carrot header, wasn't it? So if I lease a potato header, we should be absolutely golden with that. And then the baling contract complete. I might show, I might do what I've done before. You might get a sort of little time lapse or a little bit of music. I don't know, before the next episode. But to finish off, let's take our ingredients to make pizza. Now it's going to need a lot more ingredients than that to get multiple pizza, but multiple pizzas. Like I said, I'm assuming it's round the back. I can't see why it wouldn't be. It would make sense that it's round here. Where though, I don't know. We'll see if everything starts to disappear off the trailer. Okay. It's taking the pineapple. Maybe it's a little bit further over then. If it's only taking the pineapple, let's move over a little bit. It's a long way from the building. Oh, there we go. Cheese going, pineapple going, and tomato ketchup. So, let's go around the front of the building and get this rocking and rolling. I'm going to do both. I brought the pineapple over, so, you know. Like I said, I don't mind a Hawaiian. It's one of those pizzas. You'll go and order pizza and you'll pick all these weird and wonderful things and fantastic, delicious. And then sometimes you go somewhere and they've got a Hawaiian pizza and you eat it and think, I forgot how good this is. Let's go. Pizza on. Pineapple pizza on. The recipes, I mean, yeah, we'll lose a little bit on the flour. 1,200 cycles per month. I mean, nothing's happening yet. But hopefully, by the next episode, we'll have some pizza. Hopefully I'll get some more cheese. We'll have some more tomato. Actually, I might be out of tomatoes. I might have to stick another greenhouse in for tomatoes, you know. I might put a different one in rather than the one here for Alma. There's a couple of modded ones that are a bit quicker because I'm finding my tomato, because I switched over from pumpkin to, what was I doing? Strawberries. Then strawberries to tomatoes, because I've got over 29,000 litres of strawberries. I don't need any more strawberries for doing strawberry ice cream. But I'm finding it very, very slow doing tomatoes. So I need something that's a little bit quicker. So I might have a look and see if I can find a different greenhouse and maybe throw one in. See how we get on. But anyway, there we are. Pizzeria purchased. Pizza being made. Wheat harvest done. Straw stored. Various different juices have been produced, which is fantastic. Sugar production's going great. We've got baling contract and a potato contract in hand. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.